Okay, stop playing it, child, for the kids get a good old copyright. Okay, this is Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. Now, y'all know what I used to do. I don't really do it anymore. Every once in a while, maybe. But what I used to do is you know, I used to dress up for the reunion shows and all that kind of stuff. And I was thinking about, you know, putting a little makeup on, putting a little beat for this particular reunion show. But then I sat back and thought about it. I was like, this reunion wasn't even good. Like, for what? And, you know, I thought that all the ladies as a whole looked beautiful at the reunion. But the only look that actually wowed me was Eva Marcille. Now, Eva, opulence, you own everything. Opulence, you own everything. Eva looked amazing. Eva looked absolutely incredible on the photos. Now, I thought that she looked beautiful at the reunion as well. Obviously, same dress, same look. But the outfit, the ensemble, everything, the shoes, all that read better on the photo than it did actually in person. It's just my opinion. Eva's a gorgeous woman. She's stunning, naturally. But, you know, and she looked great at the reunion. And I personally, I just feel like Eva looks her best with short hair. I feel like Eva's one of those women, like a Toni, like a Nia Long, you know, like a Halle Berry. She is one of those people that can pull off short hair. And so I feel like short hair looks better on her. She looks great with long hair, but I personally like short hair on Eva. Anyway, like I said, the photo, the dress, with Eva's dress, it looked better online for sure than it did in person. It was just something that fell flat to me. Okay, so we had 2 girls in black, 2 girls in gold, 2 girls in green. It was all very Christmassy. I don't know if they was trying to make it Christmas-like, but it was very Christmassy. Porsha and Nene in black, sitting across from each other. Porsha was still pregnant during this reunion. She since had the baby. The 2 girls in gold was Kandi and Cynthia. I liked both of their dresses. And the 2 girls in green was Shamari and Eva. In my opinion, if we're going by colors, the 2 girls that killed it was the green girls, Shamari and Eva. And it's these girls' first reunion. Well, it's Eva's, technically it's her second. But Eva, you know, she had a little short reign on there like Marlo be doing. But yeah, Shamari and Eva, in my opinion, they look great. Even though Miss Eva felt like she didn't like Shamari's dress, her green sister. She didn't like it because she felt like it was too long for her. Well, Eva, we can argue your dress looked like it was too big for you. But maybe that's just the design. Maybe that's how it looked. I wish she would have stood up so we can see the full like effect of it. But it was very dramatic, very diva, very moments. A lot of people said that Eva's dress would have worked better if she was like on a red carpet at the Oscars or something versus at the reunion. So I was just like, okay, I can see that. Anyway. So it started off with the girls, you know, it always showed the girls backstage and everything. It showed them, you know, Nene's on the phone talking to Marlo. And, you know, just Marlo just can't believe that Cynthia lied and all this kind of stuff, you know. She's always going to rally behind Nene. She has to have at least an alliance with somebody on the show. That damn dragon voice Marlo. And then Andy went to go talk to Kandi. You know, Kandi was talking to her stuff. You know, it's this whole big thing with Kenya, and you know them inviting Kenya to the place and all that kind of stuff. Initially, yeah, did I think there was a little shady initially? Yeah. But once they explained it, and once I, you know, did a little bit more of my own digging in it, I don't think it was that big of a deal. I mean, I guess Cynthia could have gave Nene that courtesy of letting her know that Kenya was coming, but I didn't know, just like a lot of people didn't know, that Kenya and Nene's beef was that deep. And who cares? Why would you? You didn't have to talk to a Nene. Like, I don't understand. And Kenya did not come for you at one point. So I don't understand why just seeing somebody just instantly affects you like that. When you was mad at Kenya off something she put on her Instagram story. Talk about, what was it? Text, call, and delete. She said she would call Porsha, she would text Andy Cohen, and she would delete Nene leaks. And Nene saw it. So, I mean, in all honesty, would that make me feel some kind of way? Probably. But if I saw her in public, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't attack her. Rawr. You know, it's not that deep. It's grow up. Nene, you was the oldest person on the show, and you act like the youngest. Like, it's crazy to me. You know, I knew, something told me that this was going to be an awful season for Nene leaks. And like I've been saying the whole entire season, Nene should have kept her ears off this show for this particular season, because emotions are heightened. She's going through a lot with her husband. I understand she needs an outlet probably from that, and she is going through a lot with Greg. And I know how it is to be with somebody sick and to take care of somebody and all that kind of stuff. I know firsthand how that is. And with that being such a stressful and hard situation to go through, and a lot of times when you're going through something that deep and that emotional, you can't hide your feelings. And seeing as how she's so emotional, I know she was going to say all kinds of stuff that she didn't necessarily mean, and also revert a lot of her feelings from Greg onto other people, and that's exactly what Lenithia did. So I knew this wasn't going to be a good season for Nene. It's just too much. But she really, I think she's reached an all-time high of petty and just foolishness. I don't. I mean, unless it's something super serious, I've never been one of those friends that would get mad at my friend if my friend was talking to somebody I didn't particularly like. I'm not going to hang with them when they're hanging around each other. And you know, if it comes to a situation where if I express my feelings with you, and you know, I will expect for you to hold it, but if you go back and tell them, then it's a deuces to you as well. You know, like, there's ways around that whole situation of not liking somebody who your friend is friends with. And according to you in this reunion, you and Cynthia are not friends anymore. Y'all weren't as close as she assumed. So what does it matter anyway? Is any of y'all really even friends in real life? For real? We don't know. This is reality TV. Child, please. Where y'all dog each other out, y'all can't be friends for real. Ain't no way. Aretha Franklin. Okay, so what else is going on? You know, Nene, she was talking to Marlo. She felt like it's an alliance between Cynthia, Kenya, and Kandi. And I guess in a small way it is. Kandi and Cynthia are trying to get Kenya back on the show. But me personally, I want Kenya back on the show. I don't care. The only reason Kenya's not on the show is because she didn't let them film her wedding. That's it. And I guess the fact that her husband don't want to be on the show, so she chose her marriage over the show. That's what she's supposed to do as an honest woman, in which she hasn't always been, allegedly. So, I mean, what's the problem? She chose her man. She chose her marriage over the cameras, which is what Nene should have did this season. Then we wouldn't be seeing Nene acting a fool on TV and showing out and cussing her husband out on Twitter while he in the same room with her. All right. Okay. Somebody started talking about somebody being jealous. Like, Cynthia is apparently, yeah, Nene, I think Nene said she was talking to Marlo. Child, I'm still on this, I know. I'm gonna move on in a minute. But, saying that, Nene is jealous of, Cynthia is jealous of Nene. Why? Okay, so, what else is going on? Okay, so they pretty much just got on Porsha first. You know, they got on the fact that Nene did not attend the baby shower nor the gender reveal. Nene said that she was in Canada. Cynthia actually vouched for her, said that she was in Canada. But let's be real, if Nene don't want to do something and don't want to go nowhere, she's not going to do it. And I can say that same thing for all these ladies. So she didn't come. And in the words of Cynthia Bailey, now what else is going on? Okay, so I loved, like I said, I did enjoy all the ladies' look as a whole. I really like Porsha's dress. It was very flattering on her. You know, she was very pregnant at this time. She looked super cute, but I hated that wig. That wig was very Mother of the Bride. That wig was very old lady like. I didn't care for Porsha's wig. That, you know, hey, whatever. Let's see. Porsha revealed that, you know, she's kind of having some issues with the mother-in-law, Dennis' mother. Dennis' mother is a lot involved in their lives. Porsha's mom just kind of sit back and chill. I like Porsha's mom. But what's the name's mom is not that way. I think Dennis is probably the only child. Her son is very successful. You know, I'm sure her son helps take care of her. And, you know, another woman coming into the picture and it's going to knock her away from her check. Similar to the whole Todd situation with Mama Joyce and the whole moment. You know, how Mama Joyce was feeling so, you know, protective over Kandi. And I get it. That's her only child. You know, unfortunately, you know, Kandi had a brother that passed away when she was 15. Really sad. So, you know, it's multiple reasons why Mama Joyce is protective over Kandi. But, you know, one of the main reasons is because that's just another person that's, you know, might get a little bit more coin. So you might get a little less this time. But, you know, don't nobody want to say that. But that's why I'm here. Okay. So what else is going on? You know, Porsha said that she ain't got time for no vaginal birth. She's having a C-section. Cut that thing out. And I don't blame her. My mama said if she would have did it all over again, had me, I'm the only child. She said if she would have had me all over again, she would have did a C-section every single time. She said, drug me up. I said, dear God. So, Porsha, you know, she was talking about how they're also having issues with the prenup. They got into a whole argument situation. It's interesting how Kandi and Porsha, first of all, it's interesting how they're kind of cool now. They're at this understanding like Xscape. And, you know, they're at this point where they cool with each other. I wouldn't say they're best friends, but they're really, really cordial. And that's at least nice to see. Especially considering how the season started off. But anyway, similar to Kandi, she's having an issue with the whole prenup. Y'all know Kandi had the whole prenup situation, whoop de whoop, and, you know, with Todd, and it's just a mess. And so they just decided to enjoy this part of their marriage and revisit the prenup situation later. That might be a deal breaker for y'all, the whole prenup. I don't know. Is Porsha actually going to get married to Dennis? We shall see. I guess to be continued. I guess Porsha will get married when Birdman and Toni get married. Which is, you know, I guess 2025. What else is going on? We found out that Cynthia had a vaginal birth and Noelle was like 10 or 11 pounds. Dear God. I can only imagine. God bless women. Y'all are amazing people, amazing creatures. God bless women. Because could you imagine if men was having babies? Where would we push them out? Our ass. Can you imagine a head coming out the back door? The back door, guys. Could you imagine a big old head coming out your ass? Oh my God. I mean, I have a couple of turds sometimes. It's, you know, a little strain to get out. Then when that thing start to open up a little bit, to start to rip apart and hurt. But this is a whole head. This is a little different. Dear God. Y'all are amazing. God bless women. I tell you. What else is happening, child? Nene feels that Porsha is not supportive as much as she should be. And Porsha, I feel like Porsha has supported Nene. I feel like the whole cast has supported Nene. Nene is a lunatic, allegedly. Nene's crazy. Nene's crazy. It's not alleged. Nene's crazy. There's just, you know, I don't want to say Nene is a bad person because I don't know the moose, but Nene has a lot of issues for sure, and like I said, it's just sad that we've seen kind of Nene kind of just fall apart in all areas on this particular season. I think this is Nene's worst season out of Housewives history. I really do. It's really showing her in a terrible, terrible light. I don't know what she has to do, what she's going to do to redeem herself for next season. But who knows? Who knows, child? I don't know what's going on next season. I don't know who I'm assuming the cast that's now is going to be the same cast next season, I guess. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments who should stay and who should be, let go. Who should come back. Y'all tell me. Yeah, she feels like Porsha's not supportive. They got into the argument back and forth. Nene's just being, mean and hateful and acting like ain't nothing wrong. Eva had kind of got into the conversation. Nene says that, I'm hateful today. Eva claims that Nene was being hateful and rude and her energy was messed up, in which it was. Saying that, you ain't, look at how you acting now, you tripping and all this other kind of stuff. And, Nene wasn't owning up to anything because Nene is never wrong. She said it started at my baby shower. They was in Tokyo. Nene was showing out, acting a fool, being mean, being dismissive. And Nene just denied the whole thing. I was like, Lord Jesus. So anyway, that led into the whole Eva situation. They got on Eva. They talked about Eva's shade. They didn't show any positive clips from Eva. They didn't show her wedding, nothing. I think the producers kind of got it out for Eva. I don't think the producers really like Eva that much because they never show Eva. Like, whenever they show scenes of Eva, usually, sometimes they do, but usually they have not shown Eva the best this season either, the best of Eva. So I was just like, ooh, girl. But I guess everybody has to go through that line of fire on a reality show, and I guess this is her time. I guess if I was on a reality show, I guess I would want my first season to be my worst, and then y'all just start to like me more and more as the seasons go by. Just get it over with, child. So, they went through that. They went into the whole veteran walk when she was shading Cynthia. She said that she didn't shade Cynthia, and girl, you did. What else they talked about? They talked to Shady Andy brought up Shady Messy Cohen brought up the whole conversation with Shamari, saying that, do you still think that Shamari needs a makeover? And she looked and she was just like, well, if you like it, I love it, talking about her dress. And that was shade again. Eva, you know what shade is. She was the shadiest one on Top Model. Come on. So she was just like, well, to be honest, I feel like Shamari's dress is too long for her. And Shamari replied and said that I think that you look like a tree. I told y'all they was giving Christmas tease without actually knowing they was giving Christmas. I screamed. That was funny. It was random and it was funny, because could you just imagine like a tree and the ruffles, and she said, oh, she enjoys the ruffles, but it looked like a tree. I was like, Lord. And then Eva took that personally and all that. It's just, Eva, if you're gonna throw a little shade, you got to be able to take it back. And this kind of show is where shade like lives. So I mean, you just got to know when you're throwing shade and when you're not. And Eva, you've been throwing shade this whole season, girl. Come on now. Let me see. They got on the whole thing with Eva saying that Shamari is black, just not with the Q. And okay, do I think that Eva's color is? No. Do I think that Eva's racist? No. Black people can't be racist. We can be prejudiced, but we can't be racist because we don't control nothing. We ain't got no power to put nobody, no hell or no heaven to put nobody in. Neither does white people or anybody else. But I'm just saying, if it's somebody that's gonna try, they think they got the power over everything. It's not us for sure. It's not how the world is set up. So, she explained the whole thing and she got mad at Kandi. She tried to put the blame out on Kandi, saying that, oh, because of Kandi, because Kandi took it that way, everybody started coming at her, and so everybody started taking it that way. Eva, it's not because of Kandi, it's because of how you said it. It's how it came off. I mean, it is what it is. It was a color joke. It was. Just take one on the chin and just don't do it no more. You know? I mean, but she had Kevin McCall, and Kevin McCall's dark skin, but she don't claim Kevin McCall for anything, but she claimed her light skinned husband. Let me stop. No. But, you know, Eva just got a slick mouth, and she be done said something, and then sit back and act like, oh, she didn't mean it that way. Just stop saying it. But that's just who you is. Some people just really can't help what comes out of their mouth. They really can't help the shade. I know a few people who just say whatever out their mouth and then sit back and act like, well, why are you offended? Or, I mean, you did tell me to die and tell me I wasn't shit, and you know, and I was ugly, and that I licked concrete and all kind of stuff you said about me. You don't want me to be offended? What's wrong with you? So anyway, you know, they talked about Kandi and the surrogate situation. She had an emotional moment with Andy when Kandi was just like, I guess I'm gonna have a baby mom, and Andy was just like, don't think of it that way, you know, because it takes away your message. It was weird. I was like, why are we crying right now? But whatever. I'm not, you know, I can't be nobody's surrogate. Wow, where's gonna come out at, y'all? Okay, what else happened? They got in a little shade with Nene, saying that as Kandi sang, Nene said that I said, do you think that Kandi, you saying that Kandi can't sing? Andy asked Nene that. Nene said, it's not that I don't think she can sing. She said, I think that she's a good songwriter. See, that was funny, Lanithia. That was funny. You see, Eva, that's how you shade. Because she didn't actually offend Kandi in that moment. But we know that she was being shady in that moment. Because she didn't actually say that she could not sing. She worded it a different way. Now, we all know it's shade. We all know that's what she's saying. But the fact that she didn't word it that way, nobody can really call out the part where they're offended by. See what I'm saying? I'm learning. I'm learning certain things. But Nene's she's an old head. She's been doing this a long time, child. Nene definitely knows how to read. And Kandi, you know, she just let it go. It was like, whatever. I do think Kandi can sing. I've enjoyed Kandi's voice, a part of Xscape, for the longest. Now, notice I said a part of Xscape. I just think that there are some people that has voices that just work better with groups. For instance, I think that all the ladies of En Vogue can sing their tail off. Each and every one of those ladies, from the original En Vogue and the one now with the three girls. So I think with the three girls it's Rona, Terry, and Cynthia, right? Mona, Terry, and Cindy. Mona, Terry, and Cindy. And the original En Vogue was Terry, Cindy, Maxine, and Dawn, I believe. Anyway, all those ladies can sing, all of them. But I feel like their voices work better as a group than solo. They can all sing lead because they all can sing. They can all do solo work because, you know, they're good at what they do. They're amazing. But just as a group, it's just when that magic factor happens. Me personally, I don't even care for Xscape as three, as Latasha, Tiny, and Tamika. I prefer Xscape as how I met them with the four. Latasha, Tamika, Tiny, Kandi. But that's just me in my opinion, but whatever. But long story short, do I think that Kandi can sing? Yes. But I think that she has a specific voice and a specific tone that works with everybody. That works with some and not with others. People have told me the same thing about my voice. And whatever. That, you know, that's fine. But can Kandi sing? Yes. But does it work better with the group, in my opinion? Yes. That's all. Ooh, child, that went on. What else is going on? They got on Nene. She said something shady on Twitter again, because that's what these people do. Twitter or Instagram, whatever, same thing. She was just like, you know, she said that, basically she said that somebody is insecure, that they are not a good friend, that they are not attractive and not talented. She just went off on somebody. Now, some people were saying that they thought it was Cynthia, and then she said, not a friend, not my best friend. And she was talking about Cynthia. But Nene said she wasn't talking about Cynthia. It was funny because in the clip, all the girls was going back and forth of who Nene could possibly be talking about. She was talking about Cynthia, but she's not going to say that. She was just like, this for me to know and y'all to find out. Porsha was rolling her eyes and huffing and puffing the whole time. It was so funny. Because Nene was just wearing everybody out. She was bringing the energy down. It was just terrible. Everybody, even Andy, I think, everybody was over Nene. Everybody. They talked about the hashtag chill, you know, with Cynthia Hill, etc. Do I think it's corny? Absolutely. But if that's what brings that lady joy, she's just living her life. She's just having fun and in love and in a relationship. I mean, Cynthia's 51, 52. Like, let that lady live and enjoy herself and find love again. Like, why hate on it? Why hate on something positive? That's what Cynthia said. She said that she leave positive posts. Nene don't. That's the difference between them. And so it was just stupid and petty, and you know, I just can't believe that we're all our age. And yeah, you know, Nene just basically didn't reveal who she was talking about, and you know, it pretty much just went off after that. A little banter back and forth, and that was it. This reunion, this first part reunion, was kind of uneventful in my opinion. It didn't really give much of anything. You know, but because I'm entertaining, I can make, you know, I can bring up some child to talk about. But when I sat back and thought about it as a whole, I gave this first part of reunion very much a C. This first part of reunion seemed like it would be part 2 or something. But I guess they're doing it backwards. They're going to give us the boring at the beginning, and then part 2 and part 3, they're going to add on up to the juicy stuff, the good stuff. But, it's looking like it's Nene against the world, child. So we gonna see Mad Nene, child. I think that's what I'm gonna name this video. Nene Mad. Or Mad Nene or something. Anyway. Alright, Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google+. Follow me at Xscape on Instagram and Twitter. At Xscape89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Click that notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a video. Run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh. Is that a candy note? Oh. What I need. My lip. That's busted. Let me get the hell off. I'm acting ignorant. Bye, y'all. Love you.